Dave Custer, and welcome to hopefully a series of mandolin instructional videos. And this is the beginning, so I'm going to just cover some basic stuff. The first thing I'm going to cover is how to hold the pick and put your hand on the mandolin, then how to tune the mandolin, and then just some basic fingerings and positions on the mandolin. So first I'm going to cover how to hold the pick, and the way I hold the pick, and a lot of it's personal preference, but the way I hold the pick is I curve my finger kind of like this here. And then I place the pick on top of my finger, my first finger there, and then I put my thumb on top of it. And you can kind of adjust it to suit your personal needs. I'm using a 1.52 millimeter pick right now. That seems to be working pretty good. And it's one of the uniform triangular picks. And the tips, I took the tips are normally sharper. I took mine and filed them down. I find it plays a little bit better. You don't want to start off with a thin pick that gives a lot when you're trying to pick. It'll make your mandolin playing sound choppy. You want a pretty thick, hefty pick, and it'll make your mandolin playing flow more. And so you want a heavier pick. And like I said, that's how you hold the pick. And now you see a lot of mandolin players, when they put their hand on the mandolin, they'll brace real stiff while they're playing. You know, and I don't like that. It kind of looks unnatural. And so what I do is I kind of brace real gently on the mandolin, and I also put the palm of my hand behind the bridge here of the mandolin on the strings there behind the bridge. If you put it up too high, you're going to deaden the mandolin. And so you don't want to do that. You want to put it behind the bridge. And also, I like to brace my fingers. Once again, this is personal preference. You can play by just bracing, or you can play by just putting your palm behind the bridge. And either way works well. I started with my palm just behind the bridge, but kind of gradually went to bracing a little bit as well. And so that's how you want to hold your mandolin. That's kind of pick you real well. Now you need the electronic tuner to tune the mandolin, and I'll go over how to do that now. And you just turn the electronic tuner on, and you want to start with the top string on the mandolin. There's 8 strings on the mandolin, and each set of there's 4 sets, and each set is in 2s, and each set of 2 is tuned the same. And so the top 2 strings are both the same. They're a G. And so when you're tuning, you want to pluck just one string at a time. Very top one of the G. Make sure it's correct. Then the bottom G. Make sure it's correct. Then the next string is a D. Once again, you want to pluck the first D string. Then you want to pluck the bottom D string. Then you want to pluck the top A string, which is the next set of strings, is A. Make sure it's in tune. The same thing, bottom A, and then the last set of strings, which is E. And that's all there is to tuning a mandolin. And you want to make sure you get one of these electronic tuners. You can trust your ear a little bit later on after you learn how to play, but for now you'll need that electronic tuner to get it right. So that's how you tune the mandolin. And like I said, they're just in sets of 2. Now, I'm going to cover just a little bit about fingering, and then in the next video we'll cover some basic scales and picking techniques. What you want to learn about fingering is, of course, you have 4 fingers, and they're just referred to as first finger, second finger, third finger, and fourth finger. And your first finger is going to cover the first 2 frets, and these metal bars here, those are frets. This first finger is going to cover the first 2 frets on the mandolin of all the strings. Your second finger is going to cover the next 2 frets, which would be the 3rd and 4th frets. Your third finger is going to cover the 5th fret down here, and the 6th fret. And your 4th finger is going to cover the 7th fret on all the strings. And you'll see when I'm playing, and you want to memorize where your fingers go so that you can play efficiently. You don't want your fingers to be crossing over each other while you're trying to play, especially in a faster song. And so you see, like on the song I started out with, is I got my first finger here, and it's kind of hovering over its particular spot. And so I'm going like that. And you'll see when I'm playing, I just move my hand there so you can see, but you'll see when I'm playing is all my fingers kind of hovering over their station there. You see how my fingers, they don't have to move very far. If you end up sticking your fingers way out here, then you're going to be going. and so you have to move your fingers a lot further. So you want to try to practice keeping those fingers over those different stations. Like I said, first finger covering the first 2 sets of frets. Your second finger covering the second the second or the third rather, and the 4th fret. Your third finger covering the 5th and the 6th fret, and your 4th finger is going to cover the 7th fret. And that's all for this video. In the next video, we're going to cover some different scales and just down picking, and then we'll go and try to practice some up and down picking, because we do want to make sure we get those picking techniques right. We're going to cover all that in the next video. Thank you for watching.